is mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pan. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to this special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a man back for a 16th NFL season. Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants.
Okay, Coach, you know the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. 38-year-old Eli Manning heading out to lead the Giants. Look at the numbers, show how good Eli has been over the years. 7th all-time in passing yards, 8th in touchdowns, 7 4,000-yard seasons, including last year. And he's looking to make one last run before the sun sets on his Hall of Fame career.
Let's go, 60 Pittsburgh.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd and a couple, Manning, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
To throw, it's Manning, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable here for Callaway. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield. Mayfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
I'm excited about the opportunity to watch David Njoku play because he's turned into a heck of a threat for Cleveland, both close to the line of scrimmage and downfield. The 2nd leading receiver for the Browns in 2018. He was the 3rd of 3 first-round picks in 2017, and he's quickly showed his value.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Joseph now to kick this one away. not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, Charles, just taking a step back here for a second, looking at the New York Giants. They've now lost 8 straight following their previous defeat to the Green Bay Packers, 31-13. That 8-game losing streak, their worst since 2004. And to be honest, there just aren't a lot of positives to draw from right now.
No, there really aren't. And you look at the quarterback. They drafted him, Daniel Jones. So much controversy about taking him so high. In a lot of cases, in a lot of games, he's acquitted himself nicely. A few too many turnovers in terms of throwing interceptions, but that happens with rookie quarterbacks. They'll build on him. They need to build up a wide receiver core. A lot of injuries there, not getting the play that they need. And their running back, Saquon Barkley, their best player, an ankle injury, and maybe reverted a little bit to try and hit a home run on every carry like he did early his rookie year. They want to see a few more of those tough runs inside and get him back to being Saquon Barkley, one of the better runners in the league.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Manning now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning finds his tight end Ingram. And he coughed it up. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, the Cleveland Browns getting the football back here. Charles, this is a Browns team that is 5-7 now after losing at Pittsburgh 20-13. And that ended a 3-game winning streak. By the way, the Browns have not won in Pittsburgh since 2003. I think they were hoping this would be the year, but this was not the year.
Well, remember, just 2 weeks ago, they beat Pittsburgh in a very tough ball game, and that was kind of the signal that maybe this Browns team was going to make a run. And you mentioned it, a 3-game winning streak that came to an end. If they had designs on the playoffs, winning in Pittsburgh was paramount because if they had won, they were firmly in the wild card race. Now, they're definitely on the outside looking in. It's going to take a strong finish to even have that type of a discussion.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 36 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about it.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. He Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Joseph now to have the PAT. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Manning. This is Shepard on the catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Just what you want on a 1st down.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
21-0 our score after 1.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. To throw is Manning. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This 1st half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And a route is on here in this 1st half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. time to spotlight Golden Tate. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he
tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the three-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it.
Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth. And it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And now running right through it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield to throw it, and he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They run. It's Johnson. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Joseph on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 30 on second down, Manning, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught. Beckham.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They go play action here on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception.